Greetings. Most of us have one of these if we cook at all, if we grill. It's an instant on temperature probe. They're inexpensive, they're made out of plastic, they have a computer chip inside, and when we insert them in the meat, we instantly know the temperature of said meat, and thereby we know its level of doneness. If you like your meat medium, it's going to say 145. If you like it well, it's going to say 165 plus. If you like it raw, well, you're not supposed to eat meat raw unless it's sushi. But then that's not meat. So my dad was an inventor, and he was pretty prolific. He came up with a number of products and designs. Sadly, not the aerosol can, which is why I'm cooking in a garage. Thanks, Dad. He came with a product that's absolutely my favorite, and it's called the Steak Charmer. And that's a story I want to share with you today. Now, while a great product in their own right, the only real deficiency of these latest generation electronic meat probes, and these are the inexpensive ones. I know you can get wireless ones that are in the meat, and you can be in the house and you can pull your phone out and check the I know, but most people have one of these, okay? And you don't have to pair it. It's just turn it on and stick it in. The only deficiency, though, is that you have to stick it in, and you have to continually probe the meat to determine the proper temperature and therefore the proper doneness. And it can become at times tedious, that's all. You're trying to relax, you're in the middle of a conversation, that person is saying that one thing that you wanted to hear after that long diatribe, and you gotta check the meat. There's a better way, and there was a better way. And you know the shocking thing is, it was invented 55 years ago by my dad. True story. But first, a comment about my mother. My mother's diet was not good. It was not good. Not recommended. She subsisted, although subsisted is probably not the correct term. She lived on steak and peanut M&Ms and old fashions and dessert. Well, dessert. Actually, the main course were cigarettes. So, needless to say, she was not the picture of health. But the fact that she ate steak quite a bit presented a challenge for my father, because he was the grill master, and you know, grill master, well, that would suggest master. I don't think he was, he was a amateur grillman, but he got pretty good. He got pretty good. Yeah, there was the episode in his retirement when he decided that he was going to be a artisan bread maker. That didn't work out. Not good. But so he was quickly back to grilling. So he was frequently at the grill, toiling away with steaks, trying to prepare them to the correct doneness desired by my mother, who was at times demanding, I think, though I guess maybe more than demanding. She just had high standards. And so invariably, my dad would be out grilling, and we had it was a house of 4 boys, and I don't care what day of the week it was, there was something going on, and it was usually some calamity, that's all I can call it. Someone had been lacerated with a machete, or maybe thrown off the roof. There was always something going on that would take my father's attention away from the grill. And anybody who knows grilling and knows the delicacy, or the precision perhaps, of grilling a steak to exactly medium rare, which is to get it there a 30-second window, understands that you cannot be torn away and distracted by a missing toe or something at that exact moment. So to eliminate the stress of grilling, the grill master, my dad, got together with a friend, and they decided to invent, this is 1958 now, a few years ago, invent the first true meat probe, designed for a grill master. They came up with what they call the steak charmer. And it's a grilling probe. I know it looks like a sword, but you know, maybe you have a big steak, big sirloin, and what you would do is, oh, there's the Amazon guy. They're nice looking vans. I'll be right back. When you're in the garage, when you're working in a garage, there's always a distraction. The mechanics are such, and its intelligence is such, that when your steak is ready, depending on the correct doneness that you desire, a light goes on. Works. Again, it's all mechanical. There's no chip in here, there's no electronics other than a battery to power the light. It came with several tips, depending on the level of doneness desired. You cock it, right? Insert it in the meat, place it on the grill. Go do whatever you want. Go, bandage the lacerated ankle, or now there's metallurgy involved here. I know it's a mouthful, but basically the tips have different alloy blends and they melt at different temperatures. And so when the well done tip melts at 165, it releases this whole mechanical operation that flows through the sword and into the handle and turns on the bulb. And you know at that point, your steak is 165 or well. That's how it works, mechanical. Now, the interesting thing is it's not plastic. Well, this is. But you want to change the bulb? You pull this off. And by the way, this bulb in here, is true story. It's 55 years old. That's how well this is made. It's mahogany wood handle, aluminum sword, stainless steel alloy tip. Everything about this thing is built to last, and it has lasted. Again, this is 55 years old. It works great. It works great. So that's the story of the steak charmer. They were pretty successful. I mean, they sold 500,000 of these in a few years in little gift shops all over America. Remember gift shops? You'd go in and they had little gifts, card stores and all that, which doesn't sound like much today when we sell hundreds of billions of everything, but 500,000 of these back in the 60s, that's a lot of steak charmers they moved. Maybe someone will bring them back. We just got to figure out where the patents are. Need to call my lawyer. Oh, your wife is calling. I wonder what I've gotten myself into this time. I'll be back.